to level up our spiritual lives and ultimately be a blessing to those that surround us. So it's really about who's in your corner. You have to answer that question for yourself. Who's in your corner?
Hello, beautiful, wonderful people. My name is Richard, and I'm here with
I'm D. Nice to meet you guys.
my brother from another mother.
Yes, sir.
You're listening and you're watching to the IMC podcast, and it's all about who you have in your corner. So
Yeah.
the In My Corner podcast is here to stay, and it's here to accompany you through your driving, you're walking, you're
wherever you're listening,
from,
man.
We're here to have a very comfortable, relaxed conversation with you about who you have in your corner, and how Jesus being in our corner can be a very important part of our life, and how we can take him and actually accept him and take our lives to the next level when it comes to our salvation. So bro,
well said.
D, why are you here today?
Man, good question. I'm here for the In My Corner podcast, IMC podcast. This podcast is huge for me. Once again, man, thank you again for the invite. Tagging me along, inviting me for this project. I never thought I would be in this position, working on this project like this. But I'm here because, I think there's a huge potential with this podcast. I think it'd be a great blessing for anybody who's listening, young, old, it doesn't matter. It's just a couple of friends having a conversation, just dissecting Bible characters and get, insights and get some application out of them, some takeaways that we can use in our daily lives to, like you said, bring our spiritual life, our walk with Jesus to the next level. So I'm excited.
So if you're listening, it's not about who goes to church. It's not about who is baptized. It's not about who rejected the gospel. It's about who is willing to accept the gospel and be willing to make the bold step to have Christ in their corner. But then I keep thinking, again, you're listening and you're watching. Are you doing laundry? Okay, keep going. We're here to talk to you about Christ in your corner. I just want you to expand on that a little, because when you say in my corner, it comes off to some people in a different way. And probably I might explain that later, but in my corner. What comes to mind?
In my corner. For me, the way I interpreted that phrase is the whom, right? The who's in your corner, right? And I think the day that we live in, I think every time we say, "Oh, I'm in my corner," it's very isolating, all by yourself. Like you mentioned, I don't want to be bothered, interrupted, right? It has this negative connotation to it. And I think we just want to use that phrase and bring some light into it, right? Bring it to a positive connotation and address who is in your corner. And I think that's what's the most important, who is in your corner, because once you find out who's in your corner, it could be life-changing. It could transform your whole trajectory in life. And I think for the both of us, we have Jesus in our corner, and that's what makes life enjoyable. That's what gives us hope, right? And that's what keeps us going, right? To level up our spiritual lives and ultimately be a blessing to those that surround us. So it's really about who's in your corner. You have to answer that question for yourself. Who's in your corner?
And this is not to even add salt to the injury that you being in your corner you don't want to be bothered. It's like we've seen it, the negative connotation that comes with it. Man, he just wants to be alone. Let him be, right? But also, this thought came to mind when you were saying it. There's this famous drawing of Jesus knocking on the door. It's a drawing of Revelation 3:20, right? Knocking on the door to open and come in and dine with us. But then, when you look at the drawing carefully, the side that Jesus is standing on, it doesn't have a doorknob for him to turn and open the door. Yeah. So I'm picturing someone in their corner, probably in their studio apartment, just like mine, right? And Christ standing behind the door of your corner, wanting to be in your corner. Yeah. Because in the history of mankind, we've never gone looking for God, but he has always come looking for us. Yeah. But then when he comes, he needs access to our corner. Yeah. And probably this podcast, if you're listening, is going to help us expand on letting Christ in your corner, what it means, why he needs to be in your corner, and if not Christ being in your corner, who else can be in your corner?
That's huge. Yeah.
That's a dangerous one.
Yeah.
Because if it's not Christ that's in your corner, then who else?
Yeah. Yeah. Something to meditate on. You know, you have to answer that question for yourself. You need to, really see for yourself and observe who you have, because, as I said before, once you figure that out, it's going to change your life. It's going to open up things that you haven't seen before. And then once you figure that thing out, then you can make a decision. Do I want to, change the person that's in my corner, right? Or do I keep the person that's in my corner, right? So, yeah.
So, having two people in your corner, it's conflict of interest. Yeah. Because you can't. And I always use the boxing analogy, right? You can't have the opponent's coach in your corner, or you can't have the opponent's doctor in your corner. They're not gonna help you get better. They're gonna help you get worse.
Zero.
Right. They're here to win the match.
Yeah.
Right. And if any of you that are watching, if we know about the fight between the character of Jesus and Satan, we can see that Satan by any means don't want us to win at this. Yeah. So having him in your corner, it's just a negative for you. Yeah. And trust me, we're not here to rebuke. We're not here to condemn.
That's the last thing we're going to do.
We're here to help even ourselves find why Christ has to be in our corner. And maybe let me ask a follow-up question. With you've touched on the characters and some of the things. You've kind of given us a hint into what we're going to see, but what are we really going to see? Yeah. What is this podcast really good about, besides how we've expanded on the name? Yeah. What else should we expect to see on this podcast?
Yeah. So we're gonna bring in some friends over, some featured guests, and they're gonna bring in a Bible character that resonated with them recently, and we're gonna bring them on. They're gonna share some insights. We're gonna have it's gonna be very conversational. We're gonna have a discussion between friends and get some insights, some takeaways out of their stories, so that we can, live better lives, right? Life that God called us to live. And so it's gonna be very, flowy. It's unscripted, right?
Okay. I like that part. Unscripted.
Yeah, unscripted. Of course, we're gonna be prepped. We know beforehand which character we're gonna tackle that day, but we haven't discussed this amongst ourselves beforehand, just to make it the episode more fresh, authentic. And I think that's the best way to do it.
We don't want to force anyone into another corner.
Yeah. So.
Right. So maybe you're talking about characters.
Yeah.
When we talk about characters, most of the time we are thinking about. We're thinking about the Pauls. We're thinking about the Davids. We're thinking about Moses.
Yeah.
You think there are more hidden characters that we need to know about?
Man, of course. Ehud, that's one of the characters that is, I want to say, for the most part, missed or put to the side. We don't tackle these kind of characters like that often, and so I think this podcast is a great platform to discuss those characters, right? Those characters that we often don't usually discuss, right? Even in the pulpit or at church or whatever the case may be. So I think this platform will be a great place to unpack these characters.
And also, have you ever thought how at some point we failed? Not really failed, but we feel uncomfortable to talk about the opposite side, the other types of characters that we find in ourselves every day.
Yeah, no, that's true. Because in a sense, it's like you're exposing yourself. You know what I mean? Nobody likes to be exposed, So, but I think there's some, when we do bring those characters, it's going to show how, some humility. At some point we're going to have to address those characters. We got to, right?
Man, the recently passed, if you're listening and you're not an Adventist, the recently passed Sabbath School Quarter. It's a book, really get it. It's nice. It's a quarterly book that I think it's compared to the Sunday Bible study.
Yeah.
Right. The 7-day Adventist Sabbath School.
Yeah.
It's quarterly, every 3 months.
Yeah.
Right.
Go get it.
The recently passed one for 2024, the third quarter. The last lesson 12 was talking about Pilate as a character, and
that's a good one.
The time of the crucifixion of Jesus, and we see so many different characters. We see Pilate himself, we see Barabbas, we see Jesus, and also we see the most interesting part. We see the what we call it, the Sanhedrin, the priest who were behind the scenes pushing the legs of people.
Yeah.
Right. So, especially Pilate, how we're like, oh, I'm not like that guy.
Yeah.
Right? But then when we look ourselves in the mirror, we're like, oh,
I'm just like him.
Oh, how do I change from him?
Right.
Right. So maybe looking at those characters too will help us not only redefine who we are, but also see the need why we need Jesus in our corner instead of maybe the other guy. And what are some things that probably we think might not make something like this not possible? So I want to talk about like who we are. What we do right now. Are you a billionaire?
What's that?
Are you a billionaire?
A millionaire?
Yeah.
Far from that.
So,
far from that.
How do we get this podcast going and still have our lives?
Man, I mean, it's a huge blessing. Right now, we're students, studying at the seminary, and Oh,
you're in the seminary.
I'm in the seminary, man. I know, right? It's crazy, right? I'm in the seminary, and something like this, it's a huge blessing. You have this, I would say, a gift with media, around cameras, lights. So, I think this really shows, God's grace in all this, because we're not millionaires by any means. But what I want to showcase is that this is something that we care about. This is something that we're passionate about, and that there's potential in, and we want to be a blessing. And so we just put this together. I tried my best to help in the little things. He's the whole, brains in the whole operation.
Guys, no way.
He's a genius. But yeah, I mean, you know, the things that we care about, the things that's important to us, we're gonna make time out of it, right? And so we're here, you know, and I truly think that the best is yet to come, and we're gonna have fun while doing it. And hopefully all of you listening can get something out of it, learn a few things, and yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
So yeah, guys, this there's definitely been a lot of prayers gone into this, and
man,
a lot of discussion. Probably, I mean, we started talking about this early
this year, like January.
Year, and God being so good.
Yeah.
We were struggling to find a name. Or even better still, when to start and how to start it.
Yeah.
But then God being so good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it all happened in the summer one.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy.
I don't know. Honestly, in my corner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how exactly it came, but yeah. Guys, talk about the guest.
Oh yes, the guests. So the guests that are gonna come in, they're friends of ours, and you know they're also students, and so I mean they have crazy things that they're gonna bring out, insights, takeaways. As I said before, they're gonna bring some Bible characters that resonated with them, and you know we're gonna unpack that with them. You know it's gonna be very conversational, and these people that are gonna come in, age, background is very diverse, and I think that it's a plus. I think it's a plus to the podcast, showcasing the diversity of backgrounds, different backgrounds, and different stages of life. So yeah, man, it's gonna be good.
And I think most of these people too, it's not like they started their careers doing ministry per se. These are people that have been in the business field, people that have been in the media field, people that have done a little bit of politics. Yeah. And all of a sudden God said, I want you.
Yeah. Crazy. It's crazy. But it makes it interesting, right?
And these people are like just like Abraham, and
crazy, man.
They're doing wonderful job. They're doing amazing job when it comes to ministry, wherever it is. Yeah. Whether it is pastoral ministry, whether it is media. Yeah. Like these people are like I always say, if they're not there, God is going to take them to places that man.
Definitely. And the fact that they're gonna come in, it means that they also care and they're as passionate as the both of us. So
are you paying them?
We're not paying them. They're coming in at just because of their passion, just because they care about this, just because they see the fruit, the potential. But hopefully we could give a little gift once they're done. But it's cool, man. It's very exciting, and I'm sure they're excited as well. So
guys, I just can't wait. I'm a bit quiet because it's a lot.
It is a lot
that goes into this. It's when you begin to think about it, it almost gets emotional. That okay, again, we're going to talk about Bible characters and all that, but who am I to be discussing Bible characters?
Yeah.
Like, who is this guy who just woke up one day and decided to sit in front of the camera and talk to me about Moses?
Yeah.
Right, so it's not that we just like to be in front of the camera. I'm camera shy.
Listen, I didn't think in a million years I'll be sitting right here. This was not in the plans.
I'm camera shy, like very much camera shy. Man. But then, it's like the people that we're bringing on here, just like yourself listening, they're very Christocentric. They love God. They want people to hear about Him. They want God to literally have Jesus that saved them also in their corner. And that's the reason why we're here. It's the love of the Word and the love for Jesus.
Amen.
And trust me, when we kick up like this, people are like, oh, there's gonna be another sermon. No. No. Like, we're literally just gonna be talking like maybe David and Solomon having a conversation. It's Ronaldo and Richard having a conversation. Okay, we are here to just also let you in the conversation. So pick a spot. You like my view better? Ronaldo's view better? The guest? Just pick a spot. Or are you listening on Spotify? Wherever you're listening, just get into the conversation. If you feel like it's a comment you're going to put in the YouTube comment section. If you feel like you're going to put it on Spotify, whatever. Oh, guys, don't forget. Obviously, we can't do this without being on any other social media platform. Right? And we have some amazing people working behind the scenes. We have, I think the last time I checked, we have TikTok.
Okay.
We have TikTok.
Praise God.
we have Snapchat. We have Instagram.
Okay. And what else? Instagram,
TikTok. We have Facebook.
Okay.
We're there too. We're on Facebook.
For all my Facebook users, bro, we didn't forget about you.
We're on Facebook. And so this podcast is video recorded and audio recorded. So if you don't like seeing my face, just go on Spotify, go on Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast. Just go there. If you like to see Ronaldo's face, go to YouTube. It's there also. So guys, this is the full package.
Full package. The fact that we have these stories, shows that there's a reason behind that. Right? They're not here just because, right? They're here to provide us insights, to provide us maybe an example to follow or to not follow, right? And I'm sure there's more to it.
And so maybe we keep using the word character. They're not literal characters that maybe you might see Naruto or maybe you might see One Piece, whatever, right?
They're not made up.
This is non-fiction.
It's real.
It's real. These are real people that lived. Right, and we're not here to take you through the Hebrew script or the Greek manuscript, but we're here to tell you, these are not our regular movie actors. These are people that lived and people that made history. And the reason why we are maybe preaching them to you. No. We're discussing them. It's because these people always chose to have someone special in their corner. And it has always been the creator and his two buddies.
His two buddies, man.
and his two buddies. So is there anything else we should expect on this podcast, or just?
Man, I mean, expect just, 3 friends. I know just there's 2 of us right now, but we're gonna have a third person coming in. Just 3 friends talking to each other, having conversation, unpacking some, different stories, characters, and we're just trying to unpack, these stories, and I think a cool thing about this is that we're bringing the feature guests, and they're really the one that's going to direct this entire podcast because they're the one who's going to take the characters, and we're just here and have a conversation. Why did you pick that character?
So we are asking your questions.
We're
asking your questions.
We're gonna ask questions.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the whatever.
Yeah, man.
We're asking your questions. So it's not like we're telling them what to say.
Right. Unscripted. We're not gonna meet beforehand trying to say, I'm gonna say this. No. you know, of course, we're prepped. We know.
Are you sure there's not a catch to this?
No catch. No catch.
Come on, guys. You can't miss this one, because guys, we are reaching you where you are. And just like Jesus would do, he's gonna meet you where you are, and exactly what we're doing. If you have some time, okay, you can listen to all of them, right? Just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And after 5 minutes, let me know when you get to the 25th minute. Okay, guys, this is going to be a blast. This is going to be amazing. I just can't wait to really dive into this with Christ in my corner, guys.
It's gonna be huge. I hope you guys can, you know, get something out of it. And also, if there's something that you get out of this episode or future episodes, don't be shy to share with a friend, family, you know, because listen, we're not trying to do this only for ourselves, right? We're trying to share this with others. So if you can help us with that, you know, we appreciate that, man.
So share. On YouTube, you can hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
You can type in the comment section. On TikTok is the IMC podcast. YouTube, the IMC podcast. Wherever you go,
yeah, man,
it's the IMC podcast.
Yeah.
If you can't find it, just slide into our DMs.
We'll send you the link. We'll send you
the link. Okay, so guys, it could be that this is your first time hearing about Jesus. It could be that you are in your corner somewhere where you don't want to be bothered. And true, we don't want to bother you too. But we have someone to introduce to you. Maybe if you have that person in your corner, I'm not going to say it's going to change your life. But I want you to testify that for yourself. At the end of the day, if you're telling me Jesus is changing your life, you're telling a whole big testimony. And that's what the gospel is about.
Yeah.
Accepting Jesus. And he will also accept you. So guys, if you're in your corner, Christ is coming there in with you. But here's the catch. You have to let him.